Hello, 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 my lovely potatoes. How's everyone doing? How was everyone's weekend? I had a lot of weekend! A lot of weekend! Oh my god, I had so much fun. And I'm a little, it's a typical me thing. I'm also a little bit nervous that I didn't mess up anything because I do not notice when I do mess up, but that's just me and my stupid social anxiety. It always kicks in after the fact. Yay! Fun has been had. People have been surprised. I also bought a few things because people also bought things for me for some reason. Thank you, Suches. I know you were there for sponsoring my my dinner on Saturday. Yeah, it was a pretty great weekend. I met quite a few people, including my namesake. That I tell you what, meeting the streamers that you watch yourself in person, that's a very different animal. Like I mean those people who watched me on Thursday doing my stickers know that I definitely wanted to meet a few people. I was expecting for that convention to be a lot bigger, to be fair. However, I'm actually kind of happy that it wasn't that big. I know it sounds a little bit ironic, but I was kind of glad because it wasn't masses of people going around. To be fair, I also felt a little bit lost because I didn't really know what to do from time to time. So I was just stuck to people. So did you meet everyone you wanted to? Yes, definitely. Thanks to not too many people being there, it was actually pretty easy to approach the people that I wanted to meet. Especially, I surprised that old friend of mine, Ricky Mania. Still incredibly happy that I finally managed to meet him in person because we only knew each other from internet stuffs. Now finally I could hug the man that I've been friends with for so long. And people were so happy that they got presents from me. And it's just kind of weird because it was pretty surreal because I had let's just say me mentioning who I was and some of the streamers instantly knowing who I was kind of surreal. Like, of course, my namesake, when I say that I'm the other Feldy, of course, he knows. His colleague Kircho, of course, I know that he knows who I am. But like people that are more on the sidelines, where I'm not too active in the chat, if at all. Like in the beginning, I met one of the female streamers, Aluna. When I said, yeah, I'm usually in Feldy's chat, I'm the other Feldy, she was like, oh, it's you! And hugged me just in an instant. And for me, that's just kind of like, wait, you know who I am? It's just so weird. However, we also got some work to do. I want to finish that damn animation. So how about we do that in the meantime? So yeah. It was pretty nice. It was awesome. Just hanging around those people, giving the gift of gifting, handing out a lot of buttons that I still had left over. And of course making them choose which button they get, because that's very important to me, that they get a badge. The badge that they want instead of just a badge. You know? Because I want them to actually remember this and not just, oh well, yeah, it's a badge, just throw it in the corner and that's it. I want them to really like the thing they're getting. And those streamers that got their got stickers, like custom made stickers for them, they were really happy. Like, I definitely know Kocho really loved his sticker. Also, Just Nero really thought it was cool that I got his devilish avatar down. I'm still a little flash that and not sure if the impression I made was good enough, I guess. Even if I make a good impression, I'm always nervous that I did something wrong. And I know that's a bit of a weird worry, but it is a worry of mine that I just can't shake off. I'm trying though. I'm really trying. Where were we here? Let me quickly pull up the clip that we are working on. So for those who don't know, we are working here on a clip from the British TV show IT Crowd. And it's basically the first clip with the character Richmond. My absolute favorite character. Love the guy. He is such a beautifully dramatic goth, and I love characters like these. They make me feel less dramatic sometimes. So let me quickly pull that up. I'll also then post it in the chat. Crowd. Oh, the emergency number is also kind of funny. Richmond server room. Come on, YouTube, work with me here. Of course, let's read. I have a bit of a problem to keep up the internet connection on YouTube. It just keeps being weird. So I'll quickly share that with you. There we go. That's the link to the original clip that we're working on. And right now we're at frame 86, so we should be around here, like second 5. Since we are, I think, working on a 24 frames per second thing. 12? Right, if it was 24, no, wait. My math ain't mathing right now. Could have sworn it was... I better not think about it. So what we're looking at is about, okay, about second 7. Before that, we actually did a little bit. Okay. Looking at this right now, I kind of want to tear my hair out. Like, I can do better. Like, this does not look right. The hand is fine. It's just the face that looks horrendous. So might need to. I'm fine with this look. I'm just not fine with this face. Like, what the hell was I thinking? What the hell was I thinking? She looks kind of weird. Might need to just do a little bit of booping around. It'll be fine. It'll be alright. Just need to use a little bit of sculpt mode to fix this, I guess. Sculpt mode. There. I mean, just look at that face. Something's clearly wrong here. I'm fine with the mouth. The lip syncing is just the way it has to be, but I do not like the way this looks. And I know I can somewhat adjust here. Probably should have done that a frame earlier. There. Moving those eyes around just a little bit, making that nose a bit smaller. It's really just adjusting tiny things. Yeah, I do not know what I was thinking. But I think I can fix it. I hope I can fix it. You know that kind of feeling when you're looking at something with fresh eyes and you're just going like, this looks awful. Just want to throw everything away. That's how I'm feeling right now. So we're just fixing that real quick. Just looks so weird. There we go. Oh god, it looks even worse! What have I done? That face looks kinda... Okay. I better just stop before it just turns into me doing the whole thing all over again. I don't want to do that. I want to get done with this. We're just 86 frames down of 660. Yay! I can do this. Not gonna lie, this is going to be a very long rodeo if I don't hurry this up. So we have a Richmond from the front, because I decided to do this from the front for some reason. So the next thing that we're working with is actually getting the face into the direction we want it to. So we're using this layer or this object here as a little bit of a let's say a little bit of a skeleton, just to figure out what we're up against here, because this is our rig. We kind of need to get the skeleton exactly in a position that it works for this pose. So how about we first pose our armature the way we need it to, which means we're going into object mode first. Then we have to go into pose mode, and then this is going to be funky, because I'm not entirely sure that this is right. So we kind of want to have this hand just... bleh. It's not ideal that I have Jen right in my face, so let's turn her off. And then a monkey crashes through all the things. Exactly. Hey, Monkey Skull, how are you doing? How is it going? I've been at a convention last weekend. So many people. I mean, it could have been far more, and that would probably be too overwhelming for me, but hey. How was the con? It was great. I had fun. I didn't know all the time what to do, but it was fun. Lots of fun. Warlox is feeding the monkey. So yeah, fun has been had. People had been made happy, because I like making people smile. Always. With what I'm doing. And I'm kind of surprised. You gave your stickies out? Yes, I did. I gave my stickies out to the people that actually were on the stickies. For the people that they were meant for. Yeah, that's the right way to put it. They were also live recording a podcast. Like some of the people from the stickies. Also, I gave my namesake that one base cap that I embroidered. Damn! This other Feldy, he was so damn happy. He was so incredibly happy to see me. He was so happy about the present that I made him, and it was just great. It was just great. Kind of surreal, but great. Just feels very different to know that that those people actually know who you are. All right. So let's get that sketch and go into draw mode because we need to turn down that. Also wanna, that's gonna be a bit tricky because we have our bones here, but I should technically turn off all the onion skins so I can at least see where I'm drawing. And then I can go from part to part to actually make it work. So this is going to be the head. Before it, he was looking to the side and the angle was a very different one. Can technically reuse that as soon as we have the side view again. So we're gonna keep that a little bit in mind. But for now, we have to get to le head. There. And then we go back into draw mode. It's a little bit complicated. I wish there was a quicker way to switch from grease pencil object to grease pencil object. But to be fair, who am I to complain as long as I can make it work? Alright, so cons are awesome. Gotta watch out for them after parties. Wild. Yeah, after party was a bit too much for me. Would have been a bit too much for me. Let alone that I don't even think I would have been invited. Probably not. But that's fine. I don't need to. I don't need to be invited to everything. What? Yeah, I was not part of that club, which is fine. Absolutely fine. I don't mind that. Let's scale that to view. Push it down to 7. That should be all right. Maybe I even want to push it down to 5 pixels. I can, if I need to, just go in. It is a C? Did you forget to? It's a sense overload. Yeah, very much. But yeah, who knows if the convention has been successful enough, which I hope that it was, because people really wanted to have it the next year as well, at least from what I was gathering. So if this is enough of a success, then I would love to come back next year. And hopefully I can actually come back as a creator. Would be really cool because as a creator / VIP, you're getting those little plaques that you can hang around your neck. And then we have 2 Feldies on the ground. And it would be kind of funny. On my phone, big hands, tiny buttons. Ah, that sucks. But yeah, I can. It would just be kind of funny to have 2 Feldies One being not salad, but arts. No. Not salad, but arts. And the other one being not arts, but salad. Would be really funny. But I think that would also depend on how I'm doing for the next year. So we'll see where it's going. I would love to be able to call myself somewhat part of the club. On the other hand, I'm still a little bit weirded out that I actually was recognized. You get called and you both whip your heads? Yes. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that. It's just really funny because I know when someone's talking about him. It's just still fun to still react to that Baldi myself, just for shits and giggles. I have to admit. Like, it's just fun. Plain old fun. Ah, okay, I did the color extra. Good. Got myself a really nice pair of earrings with can kind of think of them like hanging earrings, and at the very bottom there are small golden crow skulls, and I really loved those. So definitely was worth the $20. Though I kind of have to wait. I have to see if there's a name. Elisha's Crafts. At least I think that's how she was pronounced. Or Litchis? Let me whoops. Let me write that down. So those earrings were by them, and I really like them because I like morbid stuff like that. It's very much my style. Oh, that was not a sound word. There we go. I think I also got a. Wait, I do have a photo. I think I do have a picture. Right here. Those are the earrings. I really like them. They're really pretty. And I think they are worth their $20. Actually had to kind of re-pierce one of my ears because I tend to only wear one on one side. But hey, would have even been much cooler if those little orbs were red, but I think the pastel blue is also kind of nice. Lives up to my second name, lol. Yeah, but it's not a monkey skull, it's a crow skull. There's a difference. Wait. Ah yeah, hairback is a different one, so we're kind of going for a just a little bit of hair here. Now at the neck just a little bit more so I can add the color as I need to. And I think hair front is, wait. Yeah, that side piece that's going to just lay here. How about we start coloring in? Alright, the palette that we're looking for is the Richmond palette. So we actually have the right colors here. And I should probably also pick the right... Wait. The right brush for this. What I'm going to do is just going fairly... Oh god, I can barely see what I'm doing because of this darkness. Maybe I'll do start with the skin color first. Don't skull discriminate, like feels like you should be writing poetry when they're on. I mean, is my art not poetry enough? Also, Warlocks, thanks for feeding the monkey. The monkey needs to be fed at all times. Feed the monkey. All right. Front hair here. Whoop. Also kind of hard to do this when you can barely see the line art. Probably should have turned that off. Doesn't speak with his mouth full. Thank you, thank you. She doesn't feed me enough. That's what the channel points are for. So you can be fed, and I can stick to doing my work. So you are fed and I don't have to worry about it. Now that's interesting. Where's that? Oh, now I get it. Probably shouldn't have done that. That was not very smart of me. Okay, I'll do that again because I did it stupid. Because I first need to actually put that 3D cursor right where I need it to be. Also would be nice if I could see it. Alright. That should work now. Much better. Let's try that again. Because that was not super helpful. That was more of an oopsie. Well, that's going to be weird. Oh wait, if I turn that off, I have to relearn all of this stuff just because I was away for a weekend. That's so strange. You're happy to hear that YouTube notifications work this time. Ooh, nice. Really great. Still have a hard time to actually see this. Maybe I do want to put my sketch a little bit further back, just for the line art. So let's just go back to object mode, grab this, push it far back, and then notice that this does not work that way. This probably does not work that way at all. Yeah, already thought so. So now I actually have to scale stuff differently, and I just noticed that my gimbal is at a very weird position. Oh, this is going to be so weird. Because the framing is right, but the rest doesn't work. At least not the way that I'd like it to. Maybe if I go for multiply, then get into doing the line art? No. Well, that's going to hinder my ability to make good line art. Like, I have to turn this off just to make this work. That kind of sucks. Is there a way to actually make this pass through? Like, how would I do that? Transform? No. Adjustments? Relations? No. Display? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Strip modifiers, certainly not. 3D locate. Wait, 3D locate. And let me see if that helped. Nope, still can't see through it. Oh god, that's going to be difficult to figure out. Attributes. Can I add something here? I do not understand this at all. Like, this feels like reading Chinese. Oh, you can barely see it. Wait. I'ma move myself real quick. Like this down here, I have no clue what it does. I have no idea what to do with it. All I know is that my sketch is just in front of what I need to. Wait, can I just move that a little bit? Maybe if I do that? Let's hope. No. That's wrong. Raw mode. No, that's not what I need. This is going to be difficult. Hi Earl, how are you doing? How's it going? Visibility? Table suffers influence during selection, snapping, and depth picking operators. Usually used to avoid semi-transparent. Ooh! Oh, that might be it. Let me try that out. I'm gonna pick that. Turn that off. And then let's see if that helped. Not at all. It was worth a try. I have my sports for archery. Oh, you're doing archery now. Cool, cool. Definitely interesting. I'm not too much of a sports person. To be fair, like the only sports that I'm doing is involuntarily because I have to walk everywhere. Probably not the best thing to do, but well. In front? No, it works. I think I'll stick with that for now. Actually, I had a bow in my hands like one time at a Christmas market. Wasn't great at it, but I would try again. Just kind of hard to get into the sport. Partially also because, as weird as it sounds, I'm not a big community person. Like, I kind of feel out of place trying to get into a community, so to speak. And actually feeling part of it, or feeling like being part of it. Polly was crowned Germany's #1 power walker. She has a skin-tight suit and everything. Takes it very seriously. Which one though? Yeah, of course. I'm just like Hal from Malcolm in the Middle. Also got the helmet and everything. Oh my god, I love that. I love that Malcolm in the Middle episode. When Hal learns to power walk. Then with the with the flames. With the flames. Overall, Malcolm in the Middle is just doesn't hit close to home, but sometimes it just felt very comforting watching the show. And to be fair, also kind of like the spin-off they made this year, like Life's Still Unfair. I really loved that because it kind of brought back the spirit of it, but it also kind of evolved because it kind of had to. Don't know if I should count myself as a voice actor yet, because my friend on Instagram asked me if I could voice a character because his friend who are in some studio and he needs a male voice. Just do it. Just do it. And I mean, I'm an artist because I make art. So if you do voice acting and you're having fun with it, you can call yourself a voice actor. Maybe not a professional, but you can call yourself a voice actor. There's certainly a lot of people that do it as a hobby. And hey, who knows? Maybe if you're good enough, you could make it as a professional. All you need to do is practice. Practice, practice, practice. Imitate voices. Doing impressions is usually a great way to practice voice acting. At least that's what I think. Most importantly, it should be fun for you. Just milk it for all it's worth. Pick a Vin Diesel role and do Groot. Yeah. Alright, guys. We have ads. I will be doing the good old stream break, so no one's missing out. For those who are already subscribed, we're just gonna hang for those 3 minutes and chill out a little bit. My neck is still a little bit stiff, so that's something I have to deal with right now, but overall, yeah, it was a great weekend. Maybe I should do a little bit of saving in the meantime. Would usually voice over some clips like Woody yelling, "You are a toy!" I guess that's a good way to start. Maybe I should turn on that light so that my camera is actually picking me up better. Oh god, there's stuff everywhere. There we go. Alrighty, we are back from advertisements. Let's keep going. Usually voice some clips from Woody. Hey Lex, how are you doing? How's it going? I hope you're alright. I had a lot of day last weekend, but it was fun. I had a blast. Meeting all the peoples from them German YouTubes. Partially even people I didn't expect to come. It's still really cool. Yeah. You're not the real Buzz Lightyear. You're just an action figure. Nothing much, hitting up gym at the moment. Ah, and using me as a motivation, I guess? I hope? I hope that I'm very motivating, even though I'm lazy as fuck when it comes to sports. Where was it? I think there? Now if I... Oh god. It's kind of hard to actually see the rest of this. I'm not quite sure how to make this work. You are just a child's plaything. To be fair, and I have to admit to my shame, I did not watch any Toy Story movies. I honestly refuse to watch a lot of 3D or CGI animated stuff because I am such a big 2D animation fan. I mean, you can kind of see it. Maybe I need to wait for the shades a little bit, but I can do at least the rough stuff here. I have that weird feeling that this won't work as well if I do it like that. Sam Neill. Oh god, I'm not a big cinema person. I barely know anything. And I think I should be feeling a little bit bad about it. Just a teeny tiny bit. Because for some reason everyone knows all the movies and I'm just sitting here like I have no idea what you're talking about, but I wish I would. Definitely a lot of catching up to do. I miss my dinosaur, man. Yeah, can't imagine that you're probably going to talk a lot of shit right now. Oh well, Dead is dead. When Jeff Goldblum goes, so will I, buried next to him. No, monkey. You will not. I refuse to give you up. You're the best monkey in my chat. Yeah, you are. You're the best monkey in my chat. Don't you dare just go away. Eh? Oh, it's the hair that oh, now I get it. Actually, I have to look at my own stuff just to realize what, how which layer is meant. Yes, I will not allow it. Earl's right. I will not allow it. Don't you dare just go because of Jeff Goldblum. He's not worth it. Stay with us. All right. He's such a goat though. Me not? Am I not a goat? You're leaving me for him? How dare you? Put tats, if you will. Fine, I guess I'll keep living. Good. Good monkey. You should. You can't just leave me. Especially not for Jeff Goldblum. That's rude. Oh, why are you cursing? Do not dare to curse. There has been an uptick on celebrity deaths this year. Yeah. I think I've seen a few things. It kind of sucks. Well, quite a few of them are at the age where they are somewhat allowed to, I would say. Like if you pass your 80s, oh yeah, Oliver Tree, that was a real tragedy. Like that guy had still a lot of life in front of him. Now really, it's really sad. Also, that one was very unexpected. But I think I've heard that he died to a airplane crash, something like that. At least if I remember correctly. Only know because they all seem to be my friend's heroes. Told him he did this. I told him he did this. How dare you? Don't be mean to your friends. Not like that. Helicopter collided with another. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a rough one. That's a really rough one. And probably very much preventable. Alright, we'll also put the makeup underneath, so let's get the color back. I think I used that one and one of these brushes here. Maybe get the strength down quite a bit. A piece of rice went into my nose. God damn it! Oh, why are you so random? So random. Why? I do not understand. I wonder, will there ever be a Richmond makeup tutorial? Moderated, of course, by Noel Fielding. Because who else if not Richmond himself showing us how the makeup is made, how the makeup is done. Alright, then we need hair front, that's probably those, but I first go for the color. Polar. There. Shall we talk about the Cat in the Hat? Eh? Where's the cat in the hat? Warlocks is doing magic? The heck? That was an act against get an act of aggression. We go to war against all rice. Oh my god. Oh my god. How the hell do you want to go to war against rice? Do you even have any weapons of war? Oh, okay, I don't want to know. Scratch that. I don't want to know if you have any war machines in your basement. Wait, no. You're in my oh, fuck. Am I in trouble? If Monkey actually got weapons of war in my basement? Should I be worried? And if yes, can someone help me get them out? Help? Have boiling pots in water. We'll drown in 1 grain at a time. Why not all at once? Or 1 cup at a time, so we can actually have a meal? Almost looks a little bit too good, doesn't it? I love it. Seen a few shorts featuring goths lately. Why do they all have pointed teeth? You sure you're talking about goths and not vampires? And if you've seen those shorts, could it be that you either had some clips from could it be that you've just seen a few clips from What We Do in the Shadows? Probably not. Best show though. No, maybe not best show, but great show about vampires. Okay. Nope, they come randomly. I mean, it can happen. Though, honestly, some people just or especially some women just LARP as goths. And not to gatekeep here, but everyone who knows how everyone who knows how subcultures work are usually aware that you probably should at least listen to a few goth bands to have to call yourself goth. It's not an aesthetic. It's kind of sad that people just boil it down to being an aesthetic. Why is this so damn dark? I kind of have a bit of a problem reading my lines while filling everything out. As if this isn't already hard enough. Feldy calling out goth posers, yeah. I can't do that. They look like they've been sharpened, so it's just an overlay? I mean, I think you can actually have that done at the dentist. And if one of my broken teeth, or if that broken teeth was originally a fang, I actually would have asked for a sharp fang, just because, and I have to admit, I'm a little bit of a vampire fangirl. But in a sense that I'm not saying, yeah, I love vampires, therefore I'm goth. That's a very different one. No, I just how to say that properly without sounding weird. I just like vampires. I do. I'd probably bite my lips while partying. Yeah, maybe. But I get you're probably getting used to it. I know you're weird. Speak freely. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm a VTuber. Of course I'm weird. What am I saying? I'm a VTuber. Of course I'm weird. Should have thought of that earlier. But yeah, I've gotten quite a lot into that whole... I've gotten back into my vampire hype era. Kinda. It started with a few episodes of Buffy. No, wait, no, hold your horses. It started even earlier. I actually started to watch True Blood. Went through the whole series. And then I went for, because I ran out of episodes, I went for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Only watched a few episodes of that. And then I started to watch a tabletop adventure of Vampire the Masquerade. I'm back in my vampire hype era, guys. I do want to play Vampire the Masquerade again. I want to get back into that. But there's also something else. But I will not spoil that, because that's a secret. That's a secret little project that I do not want to spoil, because then motivation might go poof. You play vampire? Used to. I actually used to play Vampire the Masquerade on Play by Post Discord. It was so much fun. So much fun, oh god. Actually had my own little group where we went from server to server, kinda. They're definitely still playing, I know it for a fact. Night Swarm on Steam. Now I have to look that up. Give me a second. Night Swarm. Maybe without the B. Night Swarm. Let me have a look. Oh, another Vampire Survivors clone. Not Masquerade. Vampire with a Y. Play a turned doctor that chooses who to feed on. I think I heard about it. Yeah, this looks a lot like Vampire Survivors kind of thing. Which is fine. Though I think that the market for that is kind of oversaturated. Oh, that was not intended. Whoopsie doopsie. There we go. We won't have ads for another 22 minutes, 23-ish. What am I doing? Am I pushing spacebar on accident? I guess. Yeah, Vampire, I kinda heard about it, but it's just not the same. It's really just not the same. The way I got into Vampire the Masquerade, like everyone else, is through Bloodlines. The first one, not the abomination that turned out to be the second one. And I kind of miss that feeling. I kind of miss it. Kind of miss being among other kindred. Having my lovely Malkavian. I really do miss it, though I have my issues with 5th edition. I don't really know if I want to like it, the way it works. I mean, maybe I can work with it. But for now, it's just mostly since I am a fan of the Malkavian clan. I do not like that we got stripped of our dementation. I understand some people are probably just offended about it, but I love the power. I just love that it might sound wrong, but I just why strip the clan that is known to suffer from a lot of weird mental stuff? Why strip them of the power to inflict that on others? Why not build on it? Why not make something interesting out of it that's less offensive, I guess? It's just not the same only having dominate and occasionally maybe a premonition power or something like that. Just feels kind of wrong, in my opinion. And maybe that's just a me thing, and other people love it, but Malkavians without dementation, why? Why do you do that to me? Going to lunch. If you're still on, I shall return. I think so. I do think so that I will still be around. Like we got stuff to do. We got a lot of stuff to do. All right, here back. That should probably be that. Do I like that? Yeah, compared to that, it actually works out. first brush, then color. Kind of need to get used to this. Oh, I will never. It's also what very much disappointed me about Bloodlines 2. When I was looking into it, the fact that you only had a few select clans to pick from and to play as. I didn't really like it because that's just not Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It's just not the same. It's also not a role-playing game anymore. Like, where did that go? Was it too ambitious? And if yes, then why call it Bloodlines? It is not Bloodlines if it's not a role-playing game. It's not the same. It makes me kind of mad. Because the original Bloodlines, I felt at home in that game. I really did. God damn it, I need to play that game again. One day I will stream it. Question is, what kind of run are we going to do? Because I love me my Malkavian. I really do. However, Malkavian only makes sense if you've already played through that game, or if you're me and just got Malkavian in your personality tests and you're just going like, fuck, it fits too well. Sorry. It's also why that's also why I got that tattoo of that broken hand mirror on my arm. It's just, it's a little bit of a reminder of days with my old character. You can barely see anything there. Like, I really can't see anything. Might need to do a little bit more here. I definitely do the arms. So those arms, that arm doesn't quite fit where it's not quite where it's supposed to be. I definitely need to move that a little bit more to the right to make this work. So let's go into object mode, into the armature, pose mode, then we'll move that just a little bit more to the right, because that's what we need right now. And then we can actually go for the arm. Now this is the right... this is the right arm, because I was going for the direction of the character, not the looking at direction. Okay. That makes much more sense. I think I want to start with the torso to make this all work, and I do want to turn off the head here just so I can actually see what I'm doing. Right, so torso, object mode, into the torso, and then we go into draw mode. Now, technically, I would probably still need the head, but I cannot see the stuff here. So maybe I just have to somewhat guess where the torso is. Which is going to be a bit more messy, but I think I can work with it. Now add just a little bit more here so that when I'm doing the arms, I can kind of move them around a little bit, if you understand that. So I definitely need to get the arms out of my sight. Makes it a bit easier to know where I'm going here. And we are doing the jacket right there. Now that's a bit more complicated because I just... Okay, that's the right frame. Right there. Oh, that's why. That's going to be a bit more difficult. Now we have those legs right in front of us. You see that? That's one leg and that's the other. Kind of need to keep that in mind because then the hips are kind of there. We do not want to forget about those because the man does have hips. Any man has hips. But we better not forget that. Add some buttons and turn off the armature there. You can also kind of see the buttons from the side from the previous cut. This is going to be a bit more difficult because I do need to see those legs a little bit. So what I need to do, figure out how to get the back piece of the item off with Spike now. All right, have a good walk with Spike. Assume you'll be offline in an hour. I'm not quite sure about it. Depends on how far I get and how tired I get. So I don't know. Not yet. Okay, I'll see. Yeah, you will see. Have fun with your walk. Where were we? Where was I? Right now I'm kind of mentally like... I'm having a bit of a brain fart. But yeah, I kind of miss the old Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I want it back. I want a modern version of that. Because that game, as weird as it is, because I'm not even remotely American, let alone a vampire, just feels like home. Like that's one of my comfort games, weirdly enough. Because it feels like a real role-playing game. And that's kind of how I got into the whole playing Vampire the Masquerade in the first place. I just really don't know what to... Just don't really know what to feel about the whole version 5 kind of thing. Because things were kind of changing in a way that where I really don't know what to think about it. And I'm a little mad that Malkavians don't have their dementation anymore. Because that was our calling card. We were the broken ones, the broken seers. Because we can see everything, we know everything. But we cannot decipher it in our little brains. Something very near and dear to me. Not quite sure how to fill that, because that's going to be very odd. Maybe I'll do it just the other way around. I mean, I could just try. Go for that. And then add the... lines like this. So you can kind of see where the light is shining down. I know it's a little bit counterintuitive to start with a shading, but if the layer below is just so damn dark that you can barely see anything, you might as well go that way. I could also just turn off the color layer, but who would do that? What's the fun in that? This is going to be so damn dark. I will have no clue what's going on. Also, I missed a button. So if I turn on the head, then you can see it on top. Also, those buttons are a little bit off. I might need to fix that. So let's try that again. Oh, I completely forgot that this is working very differently from Krita. Let's try that again. Like this. 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 Ooh. Something to put back on my to-watch list might be Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Because, well, question is which one? There were also a lot of cartoon spin-offs of that one. Because who would have thunk? I'm also into witches. Or I was. Maybe I am still? Oh, Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a bit of a problem. That hair is kind of covering that torso. That might be a real problem here. Maybe I do need to put that on a separate... Oh, I need to put that on a separate object. Question is, how do I copy and paste that? That's going to be very difficult to figure out. Because realizing that makes it so damn difficult. Ah, damn it. Alright, alright. Can I just... Blender... Grease... Pencil... Move... Layer... to... other... objects. Modifiers, move layers to different grease pencils. Yeah, that sounds like something I would want to look up. Necessary cookies only. Got a little deep into my animation and I realized I want to break apart some of the layers such that I can use a time offset modifier on a portion to create a loop. The modifier seems to be applied to, and this is definitely too loud. The music is too loud. Better. Let's have a look together. Portion to create a loop. The modifier seems to be applied to everything within the grease pencil object, so I'm hoping there's a way to split things up. It seems Blender has a way to move layers within the same grease pencil object, but is there a way to move existing layers to a completely new object? Okay, one answer. Select the GP object in object mode, press Shift S, cursor to select it. To select it, Shift A, create a new blank GP object. Shift select the previous GP object. Select the layer you want to extract and layer menu, choose copy layer to select. Ah! That might actually work. Be aware that the time offset modifiers... Yeah, I don't care about the time offset modifier. I just want to move some stuff. So we actually have to add some stuff. We do have ads, so I will wait for that before we'll actually give that a try. And I'll see you in a little bit. I'll also probably vent the room a little bit because it's getting stuffy. Alrighty, I had a little snack because my head felt a little woozy. So, always good to have a snack on hand to fight the low blood sugar. Where were we? Oh yeah, the back of the hair. So that part here. We do want to have that on an extra object, so that it doesn't overlap with our torso anymore. Now, wait. I could also just put the torso a little bit in front so that the color here could technically work. Let's see how that would look like. Because that might actually be the thing that we need. Why does this not work? Maybe because you're all on... Wait a second, I think I know why. I do think I know why. Because of this. That looks very different. Actually push the torso back a little bit. Hello, Squiggity Goo! How do you do? How's it going, Squigs? Now, I have a little bit of a problem because that part is now cut off, so I'm going to hit. Hope you're doing alright. And we'll have a look-see. Can maybe fix that a little bit. Also, I'm going to turn down the opacity so I can actually see what I'm doing. Because what we want to do is get into draw mode, erase just a little bit of that part. Or maybe I do want to erase the whole thing. I guess that's probably gonna be the case. Let's try that fill again. And this time we're leaving this somewhat free-ish. There we go. That should work. See? And now the scarf is poking through a little bit, so might wanna move the torso just a little bit further to the front. Like this. Little bit more, if it lets me. Just enough so it's not covered here. Now the problem here is now that thanks to this, I will need to rethink. Probably should have done frame by frame animation from the start. Well, Now this is basically a rigged grease pencil object, or several rigged grease pencil objects, so we kind of have to work with this. We have to live with it. This is all a learning in progress. I'm not a pro when it comes to working with grease pencil. I'm actually happy when things work out in the first place. But hey, that's what it is about when you're learning stuff, right? Trial and error. And hoping that you're doing it right. And if you don't, well, then you have to do it again. So let's also fill in here. And fill in here. It doesn't quite look like the original, but as long as it works, I fail to see the problem. Wait. I need to first go into... That's a little bit annoying about Blender, that you cannot switch from grease pencil drawing mode to other grease pencil object drawing mode just by clicking on it. That would be kind of neat. At least not in the version that I'm using, and the other version is not yet ready for my graphics card. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Something I have to live with. Now I will turn down the... This is going to be a bit annoying because I have to go back into object mode every time I want to change something. I have to turn down the opacity so I can get this working. Oh, I see. There we go. That should technically work out. We'll see. Okay. Let's hope that this works nicely. Also, I want the lights to work. Ideally. I mean, just look how the lights do not work on this when I turn it off. And it also kind of sticks out. If I turn off light reflectivity, like ambient light, it just sticks out. I do not like that. I kind of want it blended in when I do that. It's still so much to do. Oh god. Alright, next one. I think I'm going for that arm here. I might need to move that in front slightly. Might even go for an angle here, since that bone is also a little bit on an angle. Though I also need to keep in mind that this is my camera angle. That's going to make things a little bit confusing. I think I can work with it. All right, arm. Which one is you? You is the arm with the cup. Then I'll go for the arm with the cup first. Let's go back to object mode. See where we need that arm to be. Now I can kind of see where my problem lies, and I could technically just fix it. So let's do that first. We want the torso to be a little bit on an angle. We also want that head to be somewhat on an angle. So how about we do that? I'll zoom out just a little bit. I guess now zooming out would be a better idea. Or maybe, just maybe, let's go for the armature and move that along. No. We want that armature, and then we go in pose mode, and then we are just going to push that there. Maybe I do need to move the grease pencil instead of the armature. That might probably be a better idea. Okay, let's do that instead. Alright, so that's still on an angle. Then we need to move the head. Where's my gimbal? Where's the moving thingy? Hold up, what? Give me a second. Over the... Okay. We need to do a little bit of a... how was that? How did that work? I think I need to set the origin. Do origin. Parent mirror, move collection. How? Is it even possible to do that? Because that's going to be really difficult. No, not rename. Oh, no. Snap parent? No. No. Object? Set origin. Origin to gear. There we go. That's working. Now we actually want to straighten that out. There we go. Let's have a look. Might need to move this just a little bit over here. And we have to look where our... Now the big question is... How bad is it going to change this? Not at all! Not at all! Perfect! That's all I wanted. Wait, where did that... Oh yeah, right. I made it invisible. Perfect! Alright. What happened here? Why is that gone? I think I need to redo that. No clue what happened here, but I think I need to redo that. Where did my stylus go? There's my stylus. Alright, alright. We have to redo a few things. Hair back, for example, is completely gone. I have no idea why. Okay, let's go back into draw mode. Where is my sketch thingy? There. And what happens? Give me a second. Everything else is right. It's just the head that's kind of weird. That's not quite right. And I'm fine with not seeing those arms. Just need to know where the hell my... other things went. Why did that just vanish? I have no clue. Because you can see that everything's fine up until there. Then the color is just gone. What did I do? Why did that happen? Also, where did that... What the hell? The color is also gone. Just away with the fairies. I have no idea why the hell this happened. Did I do something wrong? I don't know. It's a little bit annoying, but well, I just need to fix it. And everything will be fine. Let's keep going with this first. Okay, my shiny. Also, I will probably have to redo the front hair as well. Why? It's right there. It's just a strand of hair that's going in the front. And all of a sudden, it's gone. I wish I knew what just happened there. We will never know. Yes, then I definitely need to add that makeup back in. This wonderful makeup here. Just a little bit of it should be enough. So we're going back into that. Add a little bit of darkish paint. Luckily enough, I don't have to add eyes or lips right now. Like lip syncing and at that angle is basically impossible, at least for me. Like I'm by far not good enough when it comes to animation to do lip sync. It's probably also basically impossible to do. I don't know enough about it, I think. But I'm learning, and I tend to learn fairly fast. If I want to. No, wait, I wanted to do the lines, so we're going for this brush. And it should probably be black. Then we're going for the color, and since this is the lowest layer, we really don't have to care about whatever's going on in the front. It's to be that dark blue though. And then I'll just add highlights with that light blue. Fairly easily. Just like that. Oh wait, right. That's not the same layer here. That should at least be that. And then I need to do that there as well. Here, I kind of need to start with the color first, or with the fill first. And technically, I could just, like that, go with the highlights already. Because you won't be able to see the line art anyway. You will not notice. I already do not notice. I have a hard time actually seeing the outline there. Still confused why all of that stuff is just gone. Just makes me confused. Now that color, I could just go like that. And that. And there. Then all I need to do is fill it in with that brush. With this. This, and I just noticed that I probably should have gone for the color layer. Wrong layer. Hell yeah. Happens way too often. And every artist knows that problem when you just forget to switch your layer. Really sucks balls. You're wondering why is that happening like that? Ah, that's new on the playlist. Also, you can't see what's currently running. What the? Why? Ah. You should be able to see it. What's on Spotify right now? Where is that one? Should be up there. Ah, weird. Very weird. Would actually have to reinstall that widget if I remember correctly. Now that looks more like what I wanted, what I need. Alright, now it's time to get this in order. Did I do something wrong? No, couldn't be. Maybe I forgot something. Maybe if I just boop that back just a little bit. Yeah, that kind of works. I think. What's that line for? Oh wait, that's part here. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. I guess that's from here. What's this one? Ah. Ha. I has a confuse. I has a hard confuse. Whatever, I'm going for the arms now. maybe I'll know later if this actually works the way I want to. So let me have a look at the armature. My problem right now is that these arms are a little bit too far back. I might need to push those two bones a little bit more into the front. So we're already in object mode. Might as well go for pose mode here and just move that front. I knew I missed the beginning of your stream. Something's off today. You know when I'm starting. I even announced it in the Discord, but well, apparently wasn't quite working for you. That's fine. I'm still here. And yeah, I did not ping everyone because I do not like doing that. People get annoyed. But yeah, I actually put up a post in fairly artsy announcements. I do want to push those bones a little bit further over there and over here. It's like that. That should already help. I'm gonna turn off the torso and the head because we already finished that up. And then I do wanna object mode. Definitely need shortcuts for that. I want to start with one of the arms. And it's probably the best when I go from top to bottom here. And I kind of want to try to get those arms ideally in a similar angle as the bone itself. I know what's off. The other value. Yes, exactly. The knockoff Faldi hasn't streamed, and that's the problem. Oh God, I better not adopt the knockoff Faldi thing. Though he's probably going to understand it. If I would call him the knockoff. Nah. No, it was fun. It was fun yesterday and on Saturday when we we kind of kept up that joke about him being Feldy number 2 and the other Feldy, his I guess wife. I don't know if they're actually married or not. But his woman then also was joking around. Yeah, I meant my Feldy, not you. And I was like, I know. It was a fun convention. Wecreate was definitely fun. Lots and lots of it. Alright, so I do want to have that 3D cursor right there, and then I want to look straight at my bone here to make this work. I'm gonna turn those two off. I have one little problem. Cannot see that, but I think that should still work out. Because I just need to kind of draw a upper arm right there. Maybe I'll add an extra layer just for that. Sketch layer so I can see in 3D space how it's supposed to look. So let's go for any kind of brush. Well, that's maybe a little bit too dark. That's better. Now we just want to try and trace maybe an upper arm here and see what it looks like in the camera. That's actually getting quite close. I do want to see my torso there so I can check. That's actually pretty good. Not quite. Wait, no. If I turn on the torso, that might help. So we kind of want to go like this. The question is, how do I ideally get that in the right angle. Turn off that torso again. Let's see. So I do want to have that bone head on. So let's get back to our line art brush. And then I'll try to trace what I'm seeing here ideally. So we're going like this. Maybe have a little bit of a fold there. Here. And then I should be able to just go into my... No. Into my fill brush. Why the hell does it not work like that? Probably should have gone with the color layer first. Let's compare. Yeah, that does not quite look like it, but we can still adjust the whole thing. Since this is just one object, it's going to be pretty easy. So we're going back into object mode. Maybe fix our origin, because we want our origin to be at the geometry, so at the mesh we're having right there. Oh, I see where the problem is. That's definitely compute. Oh, so if I move this. I'll go for edit mode instead. That might help. That might actually work better. I didn't know it beforehand. Now I'm sitting here like, oh, okay. Maybe I should just try a different way. Also maybe I should finish that arm before I move it. Oh, it's going to be kind of weird. Because I probably missed that angle that I wanted to use. And I'm pretty sure those, yes. Now the question is, how do I get those lines straight onto my arm here? Oh, that's very wrong. It's gonna be difficult. Should I try that again? Yeah, let's just try that again. Like this. Maybe I'll even get the lines down a little bit better. Turn off the torso. This is my line one. It's all a work in all a learning in progress here. Now take that, go into my shade layer and do that beforehand this time. Maybe not that. Then we go into our camera view and notice that this is actually a much better angle just for that. Great! Didn't want anything more than that. Might want to push in that arm. No, I think it's good. I think it's good. Let's keep it that way. Now the lower arm is going to be funky because it's looking right at us. So we might need to trick around a little bit here. It's gonna be difficult. Let's just hope and pray to the drawing gods. All right, so we'll select that. No, not edit mode, draw mode. Turn off the torso. I'm gonna turn off the hand. You can kind of see the bone just looking right at us. It's not gonna work with that camera angle just the way it did here. So I might need to figure out a better way to do this. Let's also do that extra sketch layer just so we know where to put our lines, and I'll just turn off all the other layers. And what as well is getting our e-cursor right about here, so that we're basically just, it could be a bit difficult. We'll see. Let me have a look. Oh, we actually have to move that anyway because the arm position is not quite right. So I will need to go into the armature here and pose, and then I'll just move that up and that a little bit like that. Because I think he's grabbing his... Wait, let me look into the original right there. That's right before he's standing up. And I guess... Yeah. Now I get it! And that's also why I was thinking I can recycle some frames from before. So... the top arm, that's that arm, and I need to see where do I put my 3D cursor. I think I want that 3D cursor right here, so a little bit in front of that arm, and I'll go back into that view. I think that should also be fine without the sketch. That's that arm. And then we have the hand right there. I just don't quite know how to put that hand there. Like, what kind of hand pose do I want? I want him even more dramatic than before. And the feeling like, or even more dramatic than his real life-ish counterpart. I think I want him to kind of hold his chest, like, I don't know. Kind of like this. Probably wasn't the best idea. Oh, it'll be fine. And I'll turn down the opacity here. Start with our lines. Oh, the opacity. Can barely see it. And I actually want to get rid of that upper arm for now. All right, line art. Ideally black, as always. No, I do want to see my upper arm to a degree, so I'll quickly just turn down the opacity of the color to make it easier for me to actually see what I'm doing. Let's have a look. Can I somewhat move that? I'll finish it and then I move. I think that's a better idea here. Wrong color. Come on. And we add some shade. Kind of need to adjust for the light coming from up here. And we have ads, and I didn't notice. Good to know, we have an ad break. We'll see you in a little bit. You'll see me in a little bit. You know what I mean. We're having an ad break. So many people in here. Ah, so nice. Also gives me the opportunity to have a little bit of a stretch. Oh, my neck. Oh goodness, my neck. Also, I forgot to set up the stream elements command for... Did I? Wait, did I or did I not forget that? Give me a second. Does it even matter? I don't know. Now, I actually want you to be able to know what we're doing. Add a new command. My cheek crowd. Or maybe no. Animation. All right. That should be it. And we're back from ads. Perfect timing. So what was the command again? What did I... yes. Yes. So if you type in animation, you can actually check out what clip I'm currently working on. Just in case you're wondering. So you got the lines. Just need the highlights here. Hello? Am I even in the right? No, we are in the right layer. We are in the right layer and we are in the right object. I'm quite confused here. Because this should be on top of my... Oh! No wonder it doesn't work. I did my coloring in the wrong layer. Feel a little stupid. But that's... happens. Shit happens. Probably use the right color for this. I kind of need to think a little bit weird. Because I will have to move that stuff to make it work with its skeleton? Armature? Something like that? I think I can make it work. Now let's have a look where that bone is. I can move it according to... or so I can just move this better. Okay, let's go over to edit mode. I hopefully can just turn that off. Take this and just look where the angle of my armature is, which is a little bit difficult because I can also see the onion skin. Let's turn that off too. Oh god, it's getting more and more complicated, right? Oh, fine. Move that back a little bit and then have a look. Still looks fine in my view. So I think that's gonna be good. Can I just rotate it a little bit more like this? And then we get our hand up here. Maybe I'll keep it like that. It's really just teeny tiny portions that I need to move it. Okay, so that's that. And then I still need to get the hand right. Which I want my sketch here to work with me. Then we'll do pretty much the same thing we did with that piece of arm. So we'll go back into draw mode. Back to black. Maybe zoom a little bit in. So my lines actually are solid. This is going to be a bit more difficult because I have to kind of figure out where that is. Oh wait. Probably shouldn't forget my 3D cursor. So 3D cursor is going here. And then we can do that. Now it actually makes sense. Like that. Over here. Now it would be kind of nice if I could see what I'm doing. Maybe I do need to change that. Maybe I can see that. Yeah, that's definitely better. Question is, how do I preferably get that finger right? Maybe I do need that sketch layer here. We have our arm right here. And looking at my own hand for reference. Make this look good. Might not be perfect though, because size is always a bit of a difficult thing with hands. Lel. What's so lel, John? I mean it. It's really not easy to figure out the size of fingers and thumbs and have them the right size. It makes... There's so many limbs! You might as well just draw an octopus. Though I would even argue that drawing an octopus is a bit more difficult. Yes, fingers and thumbs. Not all fingers are thumbs and not all... Wait, no, all thumbs are fingers. God damn it, John! Why'd you have to do that to me? Why do you have to be like that? Ah. Alright, so we'll have the pinky right here. We'll have our ring finger, and that's the middle finger right there. Somewhere around here. That's just the skeletal structure of this. I think that's right. It looks right, at least. To be fair, it's also a pretty simple hand pose. Alright, let's turn that down a notch. And then we'll erase that. Go away. Go away. Wait, no, only the active layer. Add a little bit to it, and I want no onion skins right now. So we have a little bit of a glove situation going on here, so we're going here, and we'll add a little bit holding there, and we go back there. Then I better not forget about the rings. Where did I add them though? I might need to look in my previous stuff to know. So I actually got a ring on his ring finger, and that's about it. That's perfect. And I kept it fairly simple, so that's even better. Also tend to every now and then just hit the button on my controller to just save, because Blender, especially with grease pencil for some reason, has that really weird habit of crashing a lot. Though it has become a lot more stable. Like I'm kind of happy that up until now it hasn't crashed at all. Especially while I did this animation. So that's kind of nice. Alright, so technically we do have a ring here, so let's do that. Oh, now I have to think. Oh my god, I have to think! So our ring is right here. I don't want to make it too thick. Right there. Then I'll just have a little bit. Is it just me, or is that pinky finger there a little bit too... Something's not looking right. Maybe I just want... going like that. A little bit of a cluster in here, but if it works, it works. All right. Color. Right there. Wait. This way. I think I should first go for the skin color and then put the glove on top. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, pa, pa. I think I made a little bit of a mistake. Because I need to... I know it's just a teeny tiny detail, but those teeny tiny details are usually what I see first in my own creations. So I rather just have that gap in there and not notice any problems, and getting upset over it for the rest of the day, then just want to throw everything overboard. And you cannot tell me that you never had that feeling of there's just a teeny tiny detail and it nags in the back of your head. It really sucks because it nags the whole time until you finally fix it. Or if you just refuse to fix it, it just stays with you. When you go to bed, when you do your dishes, when you're under a shower, when you're having a nice shower, that little teeny tiny detail in the back of your head, the teeny tiny thing that you knew you were doing wrong and you just need to fix it. I really hope I'm not the only one with that problem. Right? Right? I thought that okay. I did a little bit of a fishnet pattern. So, very little of it. Yes, you totally are. Love you too, John. Love you too. God damn it. Now add just a little bit of a line of highlight after each fold so you can actually see what's going on there, because it's going to look like this. There we go, and pretty sure that's not supposed to. Yeah. this one. There we go. And we're going to turn off that layer, and we're going to turn off that layer, and then we actually have our arm. Huh! Easy as pie. Oh wait, I also need to shade the hand. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. John! Those puns. You really want to sell that pun book, do you? I do want to turn down the strength of this. I knew it. I knew it. I read you like a book. It's 1001 of them. Yeah, I know. John Herzmuth's Book of Puns. 1001 puns. And they have to be bad. They have to be awful. Else they will not suffice. "1001 Painful Puns and Party Pranks" by John Herzmuth. Out now, not in your bookstore, but maybe in the next one. You will never know. Yeah, actually like that shading right there. I should probably not overdo it, because technically I did not shade here. Oh, we're also a little bit, wait. Yeah, we're also a little bit closer, so it makes sense if I do a little bit of shading here on the hand. We also have a head. I'm very sorry. A head and a torso. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all right. We have our hand bone right there. I kind of wanna have that hand. No, that's the wrong hand. That's the right hand here. Kinda at the same-ish angle as our bone, which is just a little bit in. So let's do that. By pressing A, I should be selecting all of this. And then I can just go in there. Might need to move this hand a little bit back, but it is behind that sleeve. Just need to, just like this. That's all I need. Kind of like a paper doll. Really like that idea. Also, for those who don't know, all of these textures hand painted with actual paint. Because why the hell should I not? It's fun. It's fun, so why should I not? Also gives me the opportunity to do some stuff in traditional for an animation. And it also feels much easier to do it like that. I mean, These are basically just a few boxes. And I put these textures just on top. Nothing fancy. Well, the chair may be a little bit more fancy, but it still works. There's still so much to draw here. I feel kind of tired, and I should probably make some dinner. Do I want to keep going? I technically do. But I haven't slept too well. Well, tomorrow is also a day. So I think it would be a good idea to maybe continue this tomorrow, because this is still going to take a little while to finish. Like that scene alone, which is just a few movements, and then I go back to side view, and then we kind of recycle some stuff. I think this is going to look good. I'm actually convinced this is going to look really good. And I kind of like the fact that I have a little Richmond paper doll right there. Alrighty. I think I should send you to another artist then. For the raid. Let's have a look-see. The things you gotta do to it. Oh, come on, John. It's not that bad. Let's have a look. Oh, we have a few English and German artists here. So we could technically. It's not that bad. You like it. God damn it! I think. It's rolling. I think I'll send you to this one. Kinda like their name. And their avatar is kinda cute. Yeah, I think I'll send you to Semmel. Looks like they're doing English and German, so I think that might be just right. And seems like they're doing Art Fight, which I have yet to participate in at some point. But I got so many ideas, so many projects that I want to do. So I think you might be in good hands there. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. And I hope I'll see you tomorrow, because I will be continuing then. Until then, bye bye.